If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.
Hey, John, as you look ahead to the draft and you know you've got your quarterback in place now for a long time, do you think I need to support him?
See you, Bob.
Thanks, John.
Do you again be thinking wide receiver or running back, or are you the offensive line mindset? Keep him healthy, keep him standing.
Both. It's a good question. You know, Ozzie and I have this theory that the whole 53-man roster makes Joe better. So like people want to say, well, you have to make Joe better. You have to support Joe, which is true. It's an argument. But if we play better defense, if we play better special teams, just like this year, we were good on defense and we were okay on special teams. We had a pretty good young offensive line. That made Joe better. You know, so we need to make our team better wherever we can. That's the mindset going in. But again, we have certain needs. You know, we do need a wide receiver. You know, but the thing I think Ozzie's done a really good job of is he's basically taken the desperate need out of the equation. By signing LJ, by signing Willie Anderson last August, you know, so we don't desperately need a right tackle. We don't desperately need another tight end. You know, we might need another linebacker because we lost Bart Scott, but we don't desperately need a corner, you know, because we were able to sign 2 corners. So if we don't desperately have a need, now we can maybe pick really truly the best player and get the 5 or 6 really good players.
But is there any discussion? Hey, we do have the quarterback. You know, you look at the great quarterbacks in this game. You look at Peyton, he's had wide receivers. You look at, pretty much it's consistent. Look at Troy, he'll tell you, hey, I have Michael and I have a great running back in the backfield. Do you think, hey, is there an urge to say, okay, we got this guy. But God, we can't keep putting out free agents to throw to, or you can't keep giving them free agent running backs. Eventually, there's going to come a time and say, you got to get this guy someone that's a great receiver or a great running back. Either way, or do you go back to your best guy available?
Well, I think it's both. You know, to me, it's like not an either or again. You know, I mean, we want to put the best players around. We want to give Joe the best receivers and the best running backs, no doubt. You know, the best offensive line that we can, and you know, we're gonna be looking for those guys, and then try to get the right guy for Joe. You know, to me, it's a little bit easier to see the kind of receiver you want. I mean, Joe, it's interesting about Joe. You know, we've got some smaller receivers, Mason and Clayton. And, you know, normally you want to have bigger receivers, especially in Cam's offense, the routes they run. And he's always had big receivers. But Joe is so accurate, he can throw little guys. He makes little guys big. And those guys have catch radiuses, too. So they play a little bigger than what they are. You know, so we're not locked into necessarily a 6'4" guy either.
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.